This is a reaction video on posts for the day trading community. This post by Savings-Kitchen 8362. I wish I never heard of day trading. It has ruined my life. I've lost my savings, a house, my wife, and 2 jobs in the last 5 years that I've attempted becoming profitable. Hindsight is always 2020, as we all know, but I wish more than anything I have never heard of it, or at least attempted giving it an honest go. I just fathom what I could have done with all the time I pissed away watching charts, YouTube videos, and reading this sub and the like. I refuse to say it's impossible. I've known several people out there pulling out enough of the market to live from, and those people have my utmost respect. I just wish I can go back. I wish I knew then what I know now. That it's not for me. Before I read anything else, that's a W statement right there. It's great that he had the introspective and the self-awareness to know that yes, while it is an option for people, and if it is something that you're interested in and you gave it a go, but later on you figured out it was not for you, there is no shame and no negative feedback associated with knowing that this isn't for me and it's time to walk away. So his head is on the right shoulders. Let's continue reading the post. I honestly have come to the point where if I were to become profitable tomorrow and gain financially everything I've lost in the 5 years, it wouldn't be worth what I've lost otherwise. Some of the most important years of my life, an amazing woman who loved me, but I chose trading instead. Two blank jobs. I mean, the jobs and the money hurt, but nothing compared to the time and the wife. I wish, of course, any and everyone who truly wishes success from the endeavor nothing but the best, but please do yourself a favor and think long and hard what it's really worth to you. And edit, yeah, so I didn't expect this reaction this late. I gotta go to bed, and so I had to work tomorrow. I'll check by tomorrow. Thanks for all the positive and at least constructive responses. Good night, y'all. Again, he realized the struggles of trying to kind of do it on its own. It didn't sound like he had a plan in the beginning, but later on figured out how much effort and time and mental fortitude it takes to kind of have an edge and execute the game plan like a machine, like a robot, like a professional athlete. And some people just don't want to do that. And if you aren't that type of person or that type willing to put out that sort of effort, there's no shame in not wanting to do that and finding a career more suitable for your strengths, your wants and needs and desires. But it did sound like he was too invested in the P&L, way too much gambling going on, and he didn't develop the processes. If he had kind of kept a decent day job and day traded part-time, or didn't put so much pressure so that it kind of overwhelmed his other areas of life, because you have a P&L in your personal life, your P&L in your equity, you have a P&L in kind of your social life. Those all count as well. And while it might be kind of a martyr or heroic to kind of say you put all your eggs in this trading basket, that's not truly reality. That's not balance. Yes, you can be a little bit imbalanced when you have this desire and extreme want to kind of pursue day trading. But at the end of the day, it's up to you to kind of justify to yourself, is this kind of worth what you got to go through day in and day out? But what it looks like, you just kind of didn't have a plan that was truly something you can kind of rely on. Even if you took 20 losses in a row, shout out to market makers. Took 20 losses in a row, can you still wake up and execute on that 21st trade as if there were 20 losses facing you, staring you dead in the eyes? So let's see what the community says on helping you. Savings-Kitchen 8362. J_Productions. A lot of you here are talking about trading like it's easy to be and remain profitable. LOL, like this kind of behavior can't be easily invoked by trading. Okay, millionaire traders of Reddit. This is a real situation. That statement is kind of the reality. Uh, as much as I kind of want to also say that trading is easy, all different parts of it is difficult in its own right. Finding an edge, staying disciplined, making sure you're not emotional, combining all these concepts, uh, executing day in and day out, remaining sharp and focused, making sure that all areas of your life that are outside of trading are taken care of so that you can blossom in trading. List goes on and on. I just mentioned the few off the top of my head. I respect OP about sharing this because the truth is trading is hard and most people don't make it. This is similar to playing a professional sport and people are afraid to face the truth. I will shed light on your psychology, behavior, and so much more. Trading requires mastery of self, like a few other occupations do. Many intelligent, capable people fail at trading for understandable reasons. I think I saw a post in terms of uh, an analogy, if you will, about professional sports, professional basketball. So out of 600,000 people that make their high school basketball team, I think only a subset, I think it kind of goes down to 6,000 plays 6,000 or 3,000 plays in the college, 300 gets to try out for an overseas or a professional team, and kind of only five people five people start, and then of a subset that the career of the professional basketball player is 5 years. So out of 600,000 applicants, there's only five full-time positions for 5 years. So the odds are severely stacked against you, especially for professional sports, basketball. In this example, I also saw it on Reddit. Shout out to the basketball community. But sorry to break it all to you, but trading is a risk management occupation, to say the least, which is very closely related to gambling. Only the most disciplined and focused minds can stay profitable year in and year out and keep their wins bigger than loss. It is a probability-based game, other probability-based profession, where you need to rely on your edge to kind of have more winners than losses, have more W's than L's, so that you can kind of live to trade another day. Shout out to live traders. As always, preserving capital is rule zero. OP, no offense, but you most likely have a lot of underlying issues which trading sheds light on, like gambling tendencies. That's the first thing came to mind as soon as we have emotions and it leaked into your other parts of life. Please do yourself a favor and learn from this. I hope you're able to recover. You tried, you lost, which is courageous of you, but there's power in knowing when to quit. Life isn't over. I just hope you can make peace with yourself and move on. I agree. Life gives us a lot of clues and hints, and it's up to us whether or not we want to make a fool of ourselves. How many more losses do you want to take in order to kind of work on your self-improvement? See Warlock1185. See you Monday. This is a nice meme on the internet forums like to say after kind of a devastating losses or blowing up accounts. We'll see you the next trading day. King Mula says, to be honest, this blank is one big gamble. Even for someone profitable, it's best to take out money and put it towards longer term investments and projects. You ever wonder why the biggest day traders end up retiring in their 30s or switching over to swing trading? I'm not going to come down on you as hard as these other probably unprofitable people did. You had a dream and you chased it, but maybe the strategy or risk management was the issue. Yes, rule zero, preserving capital, and the strategy part, maintaining edge. Guess it doesn't matter now. Maybe use some of the things you learned in another field. Wishing you the best of luck. And he's touching on another point about learning the lessons of failure and loss. But is it really a failure or loss if you come out ahead? Because it's a learning opportunity. Silver Buddha says, like how? Seems like I could be reading the same thing about a gambling blank sub 5 years and not turning green. It just seems well destructive. If you can stay unprofitable for 5 years and still want to continue, there could be there could be something in your edge where if you reverse your trading, does that produce a better result? But at the same time, if you're gambling and you're going off emotions, maybe this isn't. Maybe you're just getting chopped around with noise and your psyche is all messed up. So hard to say. Because if you did have a plan and it was consistently red, just flipping it would be consistently green. Nintendo Party says, I'm sorry to hear what you've gone through. In particular, losing a wife and a house is painful. Wishing you success in whatever you do next. The wholesome post by Nintendo Party. The Krill SW said, okay, so I'm not going to be blank here, but you need to take a long look in the mirror and take some blank responsibility for your actions. Trading did not ruin your life. You did. Correct. You threw some money, more money than you should have before becoming profitable. That's not you. That's not trading. That's you. Yep. This is about the self-awareness, self-management, psychology. And whatever you did to ruin your marriage was you as well, not trading. Correct. You are responsible for your blank actions. No one else. May the blank up and take you pity parties somewhere else. He or she did kind of bring up that behind everything, you are the main person behind all the decision making. So it is in a way all of your fault, but at the same time, you also have the power to change it. So this is like a nice wake up call. Trainer left 1878 says, this post is insane. Sounds like you're a grabbing addict, my friend. Maybe it was never trading to begin with. True that, true that. Slobby Rob says, the one honest person in the sub. Okay, just one of many. OK-leadership-2787 says, my advice to anyone who wish to succeed in trading, stop watching YouTube videos, just learn at the charts and create a system from what you have to see. I agree. That's kind of one way of developing an edge, but gathering ideas from other people you trust is also another way. That's how I came up with the orb strategy for you guys. Link it if you take a look at my channel. It's a kind of a daily analysis on when the market opens, Monday to Friday. We're analyzing 3 stocks that we can have enough bandwidth of holding the information. So we're just trading those and seeing if it's a good strategy to take forward. Moving on. Fella said you should have learned enough these last 5 years to start a training course. also a nice meme there, referring to all the unprofitable traders that went on to sell courses to kind of make money in this financial niche. Smooth Brain says, I'm curious, how does the situation arise where you had to choose between trading and your wife? Yeah, typically those are separate, but if you start to blur everything in your life, that can be quite messy. So I did do a short of this post the other day, but let me know what you guys think about Savings Desk Kitchen 8362. Are you in the same boat? Are you profitable? What strategies are you using? Are you using the orb strategy for 5 minutes? Let me know your reactions and comments down below. Talk to you guys in the next video.